Most doctors warn how often seniors should shower to stay healthy and live longer. Hello, my dear friends. Let me ask you a simple but powerful question. How often do you shower? Every day? Every other day? Maybe even twice a day? Just like the old habits you've carried with you since your younger years. Now, what if I told you that many doctors are warning seniors to stop showering so often? Not to be unclean, not to be careless, but because showering too much after 60 could actually be harming your health, weakening your immune system, and even aging your body faster. Yes, I know how strange that might sound. After all, we've been told since childhood that cleanliness is next to godliness, that being clean means being healthy, that a hot shower is always good for you. But when it comes to aging, especially after 60, 70 and beyond, our bodies change in ways we often ignore. And sadly, the routines that served us well in our younger years may not protect us anymore. In fact, they may quietly hurt us. You see, there's something doctors know, and I'm here today to share it with you. Your skin, your immune system, your balance, your hydration, they all depend on how you clean your body. And not just the products you use, but how often, how intensely, and how mindfully you shower. Let me share a short story. There's a man named Mr. 74 years old, living quietly in a small village. Every single morning he wakes up at 5 a.m., takes a hot shower, scrubs his skin clean and says proudly, "Clean body, long life." But lately he's been feeling drier, his skin itches, he catches colds more often. His doctor gently tells him, "Your hygiene is too aggressive, your skin is thinning, you need to change your routine." He's shocked, confused. What do you mean less is more? But here's the truth. Cleanliness in old age isn't about doing more. It's about doing what's right. In today's video, we're going to break this all down. We'll uncover to you why showering every day might be a silent stressor on your aging body. What doctors and geriatric experts are now recommending about hygiene for seniors. And how you can protect your skin, boost your immunity, avoid bathroom injuries, and still feel clean, refreshed, and confident without harming yourself in the process. This isn't just about personal hygiene. This is about healthy aging, longevity, dignity, and wisdom. It's about respecting your body's new needs as you enter the most sacred season chapter of your life. So if you're over 60 or caring for someone who is, I invite you to stay with me till the end. Because what you'll discover today might just surprise you. And it could be one of the simplest changes you make that leads to a longer, healthier, and more comfortable life. Let's begin. Number 1. The aging skin dilemma. Why less might be more. Now let's get into the heart of the matter, and we begin with your skin. Because believe it or not, your skin is not the same at 70 as it was at 30. And the biggest mistake many seniors make is treating it like nothing has changed. Showering daily, using the same soaps, scrubbing just as hard. But with age, your skin becomes thinner, drier, and more delicate. Let me explain. When you were younger, your skin produced plenty of natural oils, sebum, that acted like a built-in moisturizer. These oils kept your skin supple, protected against bacteria, and gave you that healthy, youthful glow. But as you age, your oil glands slow down. Your skin loses elasticity, collagen production decreases, and the protective barrier that once held in moisture, it weakens. And here's the problem. Daily showering, especially with hot water and harsh soaps, strips away what little oil you have left. Every shower becomes a silent thief, stealing moisture, breaking your skin's barrier, and leaving it vulnerable. You might start noticing itchy arms or legs, especially after bathing, flaky patches on your back or chest, skin that looks thin, almost paper-like, small cracks that burn when you apply lotion, and even unexplained rashes or inflammation. This isn't just discomfort, it's a health risk. Why? Because cracked, dry skin opens the door to bacteria, fungi, and other infections. And for seniors with weakened immune systems or chronic conditions like diabetes, even a small skin issue can spiral into something serious. One doctor put it perfectly. He said, "For older adults, showering every day is like watering a plant with boiling water. You mean well, but you're hurting the very thing you're trying to care for." That really stayed with me. So what's the better way? Many dermatologists and geriatric care experts now recommend that seniors shower just 2 to 3 times a week. That's right, not every day. Of course, that doesn't mean skipping hygiene altogether. Spot cleaning with a washcloth or gentle wipes in areas like underarms, groin, and feet is more than enough for the in-between days. And when you do shower, consider this your golden rule. Warm water, gentle products, short time, Not hot, not long, not aggressive, and always follow up with a nourishing moisturizer, preferably while your skin is still a bit damp, so it locks in hydration. Let me tell you, this one small shift can completely change how your skin feels. There's an older woman I know, Auntie Lan, 82 years old. She used to bathe every single morning, scrubbing with scented soaps. Over time, her skin became so dry she developed painful cracks on her heels and elbows. Her doctor advised her to reduce her showering, switch to a fragrance-free cleanser, and moisturize right after. Within a few weeks, her skin healed, and she said, "I feel soft again, like my skin is finally resting." So yes, this might feel like going against everything you've believed your whole life, but aging isn't about doing things harder, it's about doing them smarter. And when it comes to your precious skin, less really can be more. Number 2. Immunity and the skin barrier. The first line of defense. Let's take a moment to think about something you may not realize. Your skin is more than just a covering. It's your body's first immune system. Yes, long before a virus or bacteria even tries to reach your lungs or bloodstream, your skin is already on duty, 24/7 as a silent guardian. And that protection is made possible by something scientists call the skin barrier. Now, what exactly is this barrier? Think of your skin barrier as a brick wall. The skin cells are the bricks. The natural oils and fats between them are the mortar. Together they create a strong structure that keeps bad things out, like germs and toxins, and good things in, like moisture and nutrients. But here's the problem. Frequent showering, especially with soap, wears down that wall. You remove the oils, you weaken the mortar, and when that barrier breaks down, it's like opening a gate for trouble to walk right in. Let me share something you might not know. Doctors are now seeing more skin infections in seniors, and many of them are caused not by exposure to the outside world, but by overcleaning. Here's what often happens. A senior showers daily. Their skin dries and cracks. Microscopic breaks form. Bacteria sneak in, often unnoticed. A small infection grows under the surface. Suddenly, a simple rash becomes cellulitis, or a patch of redness turns into a hospital visit. And if the person has diabetes, a weakened immune system, or takes blood thinners, that risk skyrockets. One geriatrician said this: "People over 65 don't need to scrub away germs. They need to protect the natural defenses their skin already has. Overcleansing can destroy the body's built-in armor." Now here's something fascinating. Your skin isn't just a wall, it's alive. It's home to billions of friendly bacteria, called the skin microbiome, which help fight off harmful invaders. But here's the catch. When you shower too much, use antibacterial soap, or over-sanitize, you wash away the good bacteria along with the bad. That leaves your skin confused and vulnerable, like a neighborhood without watchful neighbors. In fact, some studies have found that a strong, balanced skin microbiome can help reduce darn infections, and even chronic skin conditions like eczema or rosacea. So if you want a stronger immune system, start with your skin, and the way you care for it matters more than you think. What do doctors recommend? Shower no more than 2-3 times per week, unless you're especially active or sweaty. Use mild pH-balanced soaps. Avoid anything labeled antibacterial, unless directed by a doctor. Pat your skin dry with a soft towel. No harsh rubbing. Always follow with a moisturizer that supports the skin barrier. Ingredients like ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and oatmeal are excellent. There's even something called the 3-minute rule. Moisturize within 3 minutes of bathing to seal in hydration and support the barrier. And don't forget, the parts of your body that sweat or gather bacteria, like underarms, feet, groin, and folds, should still be gently cleaned daily. You can do this with a damp washcloth or fragrance-free wipes on non-shower days. It's called spot cleaning, and it's incredibly effective. Here's the takeaway. You don't need to scrub your way to health. You need to honor your skin's intelligence, protect its natural balance, and let it work for you, not against you. Because true cleanliness in your golden years isn't about killing every germ. It's about preserving the gentle warriors your body already has. Number 3. Mental health and showering. When less is actually calmer. Let's take a turn inward now. Because this isn't just about physical health, it's also about your mind, your emotions, and your peace of mind. You see, for many seniors, especially those in their 70s, 80s, and beyond, the bathroom becomes more than just a place for cleanliness. It becomes a place of anxiety, confusion, and sometimes even fear. Let me explain. If you or someone you love is living with dementia, Alzheimer's, memory loss, or age-related cognitive changes, you know how something as simple as a shower can suddenly feel overwhelming. The sound of rushing water, the slippery floor, the cold draft, even being undressed can trigger feelings of vulnerability, embarrassment, or panic. In fact, researchers have found that bath time is one of the most stressful parts of the day for seniors with cognitive decline. Some even resist bathing altogether, not out of stubbornness, but because their brains are perceiving the experience as unsafe. And even for older adults without dementia, showering can become a stressful task. The fear of falling, the frustration of needing help, the embarrassment of being seen in a vulnerable state, the exhaustion that follows an overly long or hot shower. Now here's the beautiful truth. You don't have to shower every day to feel clean, and you certainly don't need to sacrifice your dignity to stay healthy. Doctors and caregivers across the world are now encouraging a more compassionate and flexible approach to hygiene, one that supports mental well-being, not just physical hygiene. Let me share a story with you. There's a woman named Mai, caring for her 83-year-old father who has moderate dementia. Every time she tried to get him into the shower, he became agitated, anxious, and upset. She felt guilty, thinking she was neglecting him. But after speaking with a geriatric nurse, she changed her approach. She started bathing him just twice a week and used sponge baths on the other days. She made the experience more relaxing. Soft music, dim lights, warm towels. She spoke gently, moved slowly, and always asked for permission before helping. The result? Her father no longer resisted bathing. He was calm, at peace. He smiled again. You see, when we slow down, when we create an environment that feels safe and soothing, hygiene becomes more than just cleaning. It becomes connection. Here's what doctors and geriatric psychologists now recommend. Don't force daily showers. If a senior feels anxious or resistant, listen to them. Use alternative methods. Warm washcloths, gentle wipes, or sponge baths are often more than enough. Create a calm environment. Soft lighting, quiet music, and a warm room can reduce anxiety significantly. Maintain routine and dignity. Always speak gently. Offer choices. Let the person feel in control. And perhaps most importantly, don't equate less bathing with neglect. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is allow the person to feel comfortable and safe, even if that means skipping the full shower today. Because true health isn't just skin deep. It begins with how we feel, how we're treated, and how gently we're cared for. Number 4. Showering and fall risks. The hidden danger in the bathroom. Now let's talk about a danger that's much closer to home, one that hides in plain sight: the bathroom. Did you know that the bathroom is one of the most dangerous rooms in the house for older adults? It's true. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), every year thousands of seniors are hospitalized due to bathroom-related falls, most of which happen during or just after showering. And sadly, many of these falls lead to fractures, head injuries, long hospital stays, and in some cases the beginning of a steady decline in overall health. Why does this happen? Let's break it down. Wet, slippery surfaces, tiled floors, and wet feet don't mix. Balance issues. Aging naturally affects your inner ear and muscles, making you more prone to losing balance, especially on slick floors. Heat and dizziness. Hot showers can cause your blood pressure to drop, making you lightheaded or dizzy. Poor visibility or lighting. Shadows and steam can make it harder to see. Physical strain. Stepping in and out of a bathtub or even standing for long periods while bathing can stress joints and muscles. Now add in the fact that many seniors shower daily, and you realize something important. More showers, you can reduce your fall risk dramatically just by adjusting your shower habits. Start by showering less frequently, 2 to 3 times a week, as doctors recommend, especially if you're not physically active or sweating heavily. Fewer full showers mean fewer opportunities for slipping or fainting, but that's just the beginning. Doctors and safety experts recommend: install grab bars near the toilet, in the shower, and beside the tub. They're not just for decoration. Use a non-slip mat, inside and outside the shower. Consider a shower chair, especially if you feel unsteady while standing for long. Avoid super hot water. Lukewarm is safer and gentler for aging skin and blood pressure. Make sure the bathroom is well lit, and keep a nightlight on if you bathe early or late. There's a gentleman named Mr. Sun, age 79, who lives alone. After a minor fall in his shower last year, he did something most people ignore. He redesigned his bathroom for safety. He added railings, replaced slippery tiles with textured mats, and started using a shower stool. Since then, no more falls, no more fear. And he says, "I feel like I got my confidence back." You see, avoiding falls isn't just about avoiding pain. It's about preserving independence. One bad fall can change everything, But a few small adjustments, they can change your future. So if you're wondering, is it really a big deal to shower every day? Think of this. What's the cost of a fall? Sometimes, less is truly more. More safety, more strength, and more peace of mind. Number 5. The hydration paradox. Why water can dehydrate seniors. Now I know what you might be thinking. How in the world can water dehydrate me? It sounds impossible, right? After all, water is what keeps us alive. It nourishes us, cools us down, refreshes us. But here's where things get a bit tricky, especially for aging skin. Let's dive into something most people don't know. Overexposure to water, especially hot water, can actually strip your body of moisture. Yes, really. This is something dermatologists call transepidermal water loss. It happens when the protective barrier of your skin becomes compromised, usually by frequent washing, hot showers, or harsh soaps. When that barrier is weakened, moisture doesn't stay in your skin, it escapes. So the more you shower, the more you might actually be drying out your skin from the inside out. And here's the kicker. Older skin is already more prone to dryness. Your oil glands are less active. Your body retains less water naturally. You're more sensitive to environmental changes like dry air or cold temperatures. And you may already be taking medications that make dehydration worse, like diuretics or blood pressure pills. So when you throw in daily hot showers, aggressive scrubbing, or strong soaps, you've got the perfect recipe for chronic dryness, itching, flaking, and discomfort. Let me tell you about a lovely woman named Grandma Bin, 86 years old. Every night before bed, she'd take a steaming hot shower. It was her little ritual. But over time, her skin started to crack, and her legs became scaly and rough. No amount of lotion seemed to help. Finally, her doctor asked her one simple question: how hot is your shower? That's when it clicked. She lowered the temperature, reduced her showers to twice a week, and started applying a thick moisturizer right after patting herself dry, while her skin was still damp. Within a few weeks, her skin was healing. The itching stopped. She smiled again. That's the hydration paradox in action. More water doesn't always mean more moisture. Sometimes it means more damage, more dryness, and more discomfort. So what should you do? Doctors and skin experts recommend these smart hydration habits. Shower 2-3 times a week, using lukewarm, not hot water. Use gentle, fragrance-free cleansers designed for sensitive skin. Avoid scrubbing with rough sponges or brushes. Use soft cloths or your hands. Pat yourself dry gently with a towel. Never rub. And within 3 minutes of stepping out of the shower, apply a rich moisturizer to lock in hydration. Look for creams with ceramides, glycerin, shea butter, or hyaluronic acid. And don't forget internal hydration. Drink enough water during the day. A well-hydrated body helps keep your skin healthy from the inside out. Remember, your skin is like a sponge. If it's dry and cracked, no amount of water will help unless you seal that moisture in. So the next time you think about hopping into that hot shower, ask yourself, am I nourishing my body or stripping it bare? Choose to hydrate wisely, not just frequently. Number 6. Adapting hygiene for chronic conditions. Let's face it, as we age, our health becomes more complex. Many seniors live with chronic conditions like diabetes, arthritis, heart disease, or mobility challenges. And while these may be part of your journey, they don't have to stop you from living or feeling clean and healthy. But here's the important thing. Standard hygiene routines don't work for everyone. In fact, for many older adults, trying to follow the old daily shower habit can actually make things worse. Let's take diabetes, for example. Did you know that seniors with diabetes are especially prone to skin infections, slow healing wounds, and nerve sensitivity in their hands and feet? A small scratch from a loofah, a bit of soap left in a fold of skin, a toe that wasn't dried properly. These tiny things, which might not matter to a 20-year-old, can become big problems for someone managing diabetes. That's why doctors recommend targeted hygiene. Instead of full-body showers every day, focus on cleaning key areas daily: the underarms, groin, feet, and any skin folds. These are the spots where sweat, bacteria, and moisture can build up. Everything else, you can clean as needed. And what about arthritis or limited mobility? If raising your arms, bending over, or standing for long periods is painful, showers can become exhausting, even dangerous. That's why many seniors are switching to the shower chairs, so they can sit comfortably while washing, handheld shower heads to reach areas more easily, long-handled sponges or soft brushes to avoid straining. sponge baths or no-rinse body wipes for in-between days. I knew a man named Uncle Than who had severe rheumatoid arthritis. Standing in the shower made his knees tremble, and lifting his arms was a struggle. He used to dread bath time, but once he started using a shower seat, got some long-handled tools, and switched to twice-weekly full showers, everything changed. He said, "I finally feel clean and in control, not exhausted and embarrassed." You see, hygiene shouldn't be a battle. It should be a blessing. And here's something else. If you're a caregiver, please don't assume that full showers every day are best for your loved one. Sometimes, less is safer, less is smarter, less is kinder. Doctors recommend adapting your routine like this. For diabetes, check your skin daily for cuts or irritations. Clean your feet and dry them thoroughly. For arthritis, modify your tools and schedule. Don't shower during flare-ups. For heart conditions, avoid hot, steamy showers which can lower blood pressure too fast. There's no shame in making adjustments. In fact, it's one of the most mature and powerful things you can do for yourself. Because living with a chronic condition doesn't mean giving up hygiene. It just means getting smarter about how you care for your body, with gentleness, creativity, and compassion. Number 7. Doctor-approved shower routine for seniors over 60. So by now we've explored the science, the risks, the emotional side, and the skin health implications of showering after 60. But you might still be wondering, okay, but what exactly should my shower routine look like now? Let's bring it all together with what doctors, dermatologists, and geriatric experts recommend as the ideal hygiene routine for older adults. Here's the golden rule. Shower 2 to 3 times a week, not daily. That's enough to stay clean and refreshed without damaging your skin, disrupting your microbiome, or increasing your risk of slips, dryness, or infections. But don't worry, you're not skipping hygiene altogether. You're simply redefining it. On non-shower days, you'll spot clean. That means gently washing key areas that need attention every day. Runner arms, underarms, groin area, feet, skin folds, like under the breasts, belly, or around joints. This can be done with a warm, damp cloth, a gentle body wipe, no-rinse cleansing foam, or even just a quick sponge bath in a chair or at the sink. This type of targeted hygiene keeps you fresh, prevents bacteria buildup, and helps avoid odor without stripping your skin or exhausting your body. Now here's what your actual doctor-approved shower routine could look like. Tag Nan. Before the shower, make sure the bathroom is warm. No chills allowed. Gather what you need: towel, soft washcloth, gentle soap, clean clothes, and your favorite moisturizer. If needed, use a non-slip mat, shower chair, and grab bars for safety. During the shower, lukewarm water, not hot. Hot water can strip oils and weaken the skin. Keep the shower short. Aim for 5–10 minutes. Use gentle, fragrance-free cleansers. No harsh scrubs, no antibacterial soaps unless prescribed. Wash gently with your hands or a soft cloth. Avoid loofahs and rough brushes. Focus on the essential areas, you know them, and be gentle everywhere else. If you wash your hair, use a mild moisturizing shampoo. Sachan Afrotimith. Pat your skin dry. Don't rub. Apply a rich moisturizer while your skin is still damp. This locks in hydration and supports your skin barrier. Dress in soft, breathable clothing. Cotton is best. Rest afterward if needed. Don't rush into activity. And remember, you can customize this to your needs. Ronarking. If you're active and sweating more, add an extra shower. If your skin is dry or fragile, reduce to twice a week and spot clean more often. In hot, humid weather, go a little more frequent but still gentle. In cold or dry weather, you might even go less often with extra moisturizing. The key is to listen to your body, not old habits. Because what worked at 30 doesn't always serve you at 70. But wisdom always works. Conclusion: cleanliness is about wisdom, not repetition. So let's take a deep breath together. We've just explored something so many people never think to question. The simple act of showering. Something you've done your whole life. Something you might even take pride in. But now you know the truth. After 60, 70, 80, your body changes. Your skin becomes more delicate. Your immune system relies more on protection than exposure. Your risks increase, but so does your ability to adapt. And adapting, my friend, is the secret to aging gracefully, strongly, and wisely. You don't need to bathe every single day to be clean. You don't need hot water and harsh soap to be healthy. And you don't need to force yourself into routines that no longer serve you. Instead, you need a routine that supports your skin, a rhythm that protects your peace of mind, a process that prioritizes your safety and comfort. And most of all, a relationship with your body that's based on respect, not habit. If you've been showering every day out of routine, fear, or guilt, take this message as a loving invitation. It's okay to change. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to do what's right for you, not what others expect. Because aging isn't about holding on to the past. It's about embracing your present with care, clarity, and compassion. So take off the pressure. Step into your shower only when it serves you, and step out with the quiet confidence that comes from doing what's best for your one and only body. Here's to gentle care, thoughtful routines, and a long, healthy, beautiful life. You deserve nothing less. Thank you for being here, and for choosing to age with wisdom. If this message touched your heart, don't forget to share it with someone you love. Because the people who need this message the most are often the ones who never hear it.